recording.
I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners. It's Thursday, November 7th at 7 p.m. Will you please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Commissioner Bendy?
Here.
Commissioner Bowe? Here. Commissioner Halting? Here. Commissioner Leduc?
Here.
Commissioner Matza?
Here.
Commissioner Tunnel? Here. Commissioner Grau?
Here. Would anyone like to add, amend, or delete an item to the current agenda? No. Does anyone have public comment? No. Okay. I move to approve the regular board meeting minutes from the October 17th, 2024 meeting.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Report of park officials. Can I just say real quick? Or maybe I should say at the end. Well, just thanks to everyone who supported the event on Saturday night. It was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of staff there, and a lot of the commissioners supported or participated, and John Tunnel was our or won again. So it was a lot of fun, and we'll have financials soon. So thank you all. Lots of staff there. It was fun. All right. Executive Director.
Thank you. For the next one, we're going to talk about the IAPD IPRA conference delegate. Before I begin, I do have like a 45-minute presentation on this topic. So if Mary Beth, you could get that loaded.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways,
Who wants to do it?
All kidding aside, IAPD will be hosting their annual business meeting during the IPRA Soaring to New Heights conference. The business meeting is scheduled for 3:30 on Saturday, January 27th at the Hyatt Regency. We are looking to designate myself as the designee, and then also if I get sick or have an injury or whatever, April Armour as the alternate. So we do need to get a motion to approve, and then we'll have to sign it by the board president and the treasurer and send it back to Peter Murphy.
Very official. I move to approve the following individuals designated to serve as delegate: John Shea Jr. and first alternate April Armour to the annual business meeting of the Illinois Association of Park Districts to be held Saturday, January 25th, 2025 at 3:30 p.m.
Second.
Any discussion? No one else wants to do it? Okay. Can we have a roll call vote?
Commissioner Bowe?
Yes.
Commissioner Halting?
Yes.
Commissioner Leduc?
Aye.
Commissioner Matza?
Yes.
Commissioner Tunnel?
Aye.
Commissioner Bendy?
Yes.
Commissioner Grau?
Aye. All right, finance.
All right. I move to adopt resolution number 24-6, a resolution determining the amounts of money exclusive of debt service and election cost estimated to be necessary to be raised by taxation pursuant to the proposed levy of the Park Ridge Park District for the levy year 2024, estimated at $6,734,759.
Second.
Thank you. Great.
Discussion?
Yes, please.
So this is basically what we're doing with this resolution is just making our plans known to the public, even though it is in our proposed budget that is posted, but we need to do that officially for what our proposed estimated tax levy is. So we're passing this resolution saying that this right now is what we're proposing to do. It also has language in there about whether or not we are over the 105% threshold and would require a truth in taxation hearing, which we do not this year. I just want to be clear to the board that this can still change. This is not something that we are sending to the county. We don't do that until we have the final tax levy ordinance, which right now is on the calendar for the December 5th regular board meeting. So this can still change, but we do need time to sort of announce it and make it public.
Any questions?
The variation would be dependent on your feedback. So, you know, that's a continued discussion on the budget.
Any other questions? No? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Halting,
Yes.
Commissioner Leduc,
Aye.
Commissioner Matza,
Yes.
Commissioner Tunnel,
Aye.
Commissioner Bendy,
Yes.
Commissioner Bowe,
Yes.
Commissioner Grau.
Aye.
All right. I move to adopt in tentative form the combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance of the Park Ridge Park District and the Board of Park Commissioners of the Park Ridge Park District, Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025.
Second.
Thank you. All right, discussion.
So this is something else we need to do. So we have to post a tentative budget and appropriation ordinance to the public for 30 days. And based on the timing of our meetings and the fact that we want to get an approved budget by the end of 2024, we actually are doing this a little earlier than we did last year. So we couldn't do this at the next meeting because we wouldn't make the 30-day posting. So what we'll do, if you approve this tentative appropriation ordinance, we'll have a copy here in One at Main Park. We'll also post it on our website, and the public may come in and contact us with questions. They may email us, but we definitely want to make sure that the public, you know, is aware that it's there. The other thing with this is that, again, this can still change. This is not final by any stretch of the imagination, based on continued discussion with the board and your feedback. So, so don't feel by approving this that this is our budget. It's not. It can still absolutely change.
Any questions or comments? No? All right. Can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Leduc,
Aye.
Commissioner Matza,
Yes.
Commissioner Tunnel, Commissioner Bendy,
Yes.
Commissioner Bowe,
Yes.
Commissioner Halting,
Yes.
Commissioner Grau.
Aye.
Great, thank you.
All right. Superintendent Larson, you have a budget update for us?
Well, we just wanted to open up the discussion for any additional questions. I believe with the email that I sent out this afternoon, we've answered all the questions that we've received to date. But we know that you may have more. You may want to ask them here. We welcome that opportunity to answer your questions either here or if you go home tonight and realize you have more you want to talk about. So this is really just a discussion period. We will be looking for guidance from you at our next board meeting on the 21st. That's sort of what we have to keep us on our budget schedule with an approved budget at the end of December. So we will have more discussion and be looking for guidance from you next week. But does anyone have any questions or anything they want to address?
I just wanted to thank you for taking the time, everybody that works on it, for answering the questions I had about the pool passes. So I appreciate that information. So thank you.
Great.
Microphones everywhere.
I just wanted to say I thought the commissioners' questions were all really good and the answers were very good, very interesting. I learned a lot during this budget. So
That's great to hear. Thank you.
everyone's happy?
Oh, with the
With the button,
I mean, I'm still don't love the idea of the higher increase for the pool. I mean, I understand that the pool passes have to be a little higher, but I'm still in opposition to the current the 7%. So I'm just, I guess, continuing my objection to it, that level of an increase.
I appreciate all of the hard work and analysis to come up with the best numbers, the best recommendations. You guys do a great job of that. I think we're always reluctant to want to add more positions just because of the implications down the road. But the justifications that have been provided have really been excellent. I keep thinking about the turnover of the animal caretaker at Wildwood, and knowing that if that continues to turn over, then the animals themselves are what's suffering in that by not having a consistency of a person who's there truly looking after all the animals that are there. So, you know, the justifications are there for each of those positions. So I appreciate the knowledge base for all of that.
I just want to say regarding the pool situation, I think maybe we can ask for direction for the staff for next year to come up with some kind of a smaller pool pass for maybe one pool, Hinckley or Centennial or whatever, and see if that might be something we can offer families that wouldn't be as, as onerous. It might be, I don't know. I don't know if we would have to find out if people are going to multiple pools or not. So, or a Twilight Pass or something like that. We have a Twilight Pass? Yeah. We do have the Twilight.
Daily fees for Twilight Pass.
Daily fees for Twilight Pass.
But I mean, that would be a good idea because, like in families like mine, like my kids are old enough now where we're not going to the splash pad, we're not going to the wading pool. Like we pretty much almost exclusively go to one. So.
Well, I don't know if it's feasible, but if we gave the staff a year to think about it, maybe there's something.
Yeah,
Like
so
a only rainy day pass or something.
I don't know if that'd be a popular seller. I'm not in Parks and Recreation, but I just have a hunch. I mean, I will say part of this comes from, and it's founded or not, people say, like, I don't feel like I'm getting my taxes worth from the park district. And I think and I always have to remind them that most of their taxes go to the school district. And I don't have it with me tonight, but under my petitions, I had like the pie chart with like how much goes to where. But I have gotten that comment from people. I don't know if other commissioners get that comment, but people have said that they don't feel like they're getting their money's worth. This isn't everyone, but it is something over the past 3 years I get from people. And if there are ways that we can make some more visible services we have, like the pool, a little more affordable, like maybe that addresses that need that's come up. And I understand the justification with like paying the lifeguards, and I know that's a burden, but I just wanted I wanted to let you know like where that comes from. For me now too, my kids are getting older, and we used to have a pool pass for all 4 of us, and all 4 of us never go anymore. It'd be nice if like the adult could be either like my husband or like if we had a pool pass for 3, I don't think he can, he's not going to be, he doesn't look anything like me. He's a man and he's 6'5". So it's not like he can use a fake ID to get in the pool. Not that I would ever do that. But, if I'm making jokes because it's all I have left. So, if there could be flexibility in the adult, either it's the nanny or the mother or the father or the grandma, and the kids are consistent. I know that makes things more difficult, but I just wanted to express like where that's coming from for me and
Well, and I mean,
like in terms of the community communicating with me.
And with the electronic system, like it seems like just registering is, it would seem like it would be considering how much more efficient the current system is than, like when I first moved to Park Ridge 12 years ago, it seems like it would not be a crazy ask to have some differentiation. And so that when you, scan your pass, it would pop up like if you had a Twilight Pass and I tried to go at noon, it would pop up like, bing, owner of Twilight Pass only, and, be able to course correct.
Or before noon. I think the other thing that hopefully will happen next year is we won't have an increase in minimum wage, right?
It's not projected at this time.
So that might make it, that might, and that's a good thing to tell people, every year we're increasing our minimum wage at $1 an hour.
I do tell.
So,
And it's not everyone either. It's just
right. But we have to be aware there's people in our community that can't afford the park district.
Well, and I feel like there was also frustration towards the end of the summer. And I mean, I know this is always a problem when the college students go back to school, and especially now with not being able to hire 15-year-olds, that people were kind of miffed because it's like they're paying for the pool pass and they have children at multiple age ranges and they want to be able to go to Centennial, but then like one of the pools is closed and they can't. So then it's like, what do you do, right? Like part of the complex is closed, and that was definitely a source of frustration that I saw pop up in various like Park Ridge Facebook groups on more than one occasion towards the end of summer. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're serving our constituents, and our pool passes are not cheap, so we do want to make sure they feel like they are getting their money's worth.
I have to tell you, we lived in Texas with toddlers. It was horrible. When school started, it was horrible because it was still 100 degrees out, you know, for at least a month. So it's everywhere. It's not just here. So, but maybe it gives staff something to think about, and maybe it's possible, maybe it's not.
We could keep exploring ideas over the year to see what we could add or what additions we could do, depending on the pool schedule and availability.
Do other park districts, do they have early bird passes? Because I appreciate that people get, if they get in early, do they do this?
Some do, not all.
But not all. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, something to come back with if you're approached by someone who says, oh, it's so expensive, and I get it is, I mean, it's a big increase, but you know, I personally think it's justified, I guess, because of the minimum wage increase, but anyway, the early bird is very helpful.
But I mean, there are other aspects of the park district we subsidize, and I think it would be nice if we subsidized something that benefited families.
Yeah, I don't want to lose money on the pool.
Yeah,
Y-
it's helping
you know,
us
yeah.
subsidize things.
Yeah, I don't lose
Subsidize other things
Yeah.
less.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anything else about the budget right now?
I really appreciate all the answers too. I know people have already said that, and I emailed you all and said that. but
Thank you.
yeah, it's been. I think it was really. I like how we did it this year. The spacing of the meetings, and even though the long one was hard, it was still. It's good to have time for more thought.
Thank you.
I think it was good for staff. Hopefully they liked it. I talked to one staff who said it's better than just sitting back there and not saying anything, and you sat through that whole meeting and didn't say anything. So, and it was someone who was timid to talk, but I didn't think any of the staff looked timid when they talked. So,
Thank you. Superintendent Armour and her staff did a wonderful job. They were prepared and ready to go. So hats off to the entire rec department for all the time and effort they put in. I know it was a long meeting, so again, thank you to all the staff that were there and to the board for putting up with it. But I think it was really well done and very thorough. So thank you again.
Okay, well, make sure to keep those questions coming if you have them. If you're driving in your car and think, bing, I need to ask them this, just keep sending them to Mary Beth, and we'll get them answered as quickly as we can.
Just not while driving.
No, not while driving. Sorry. I shouldn't not have used that example. When you're watching Netflix. Yeah. Thank you.
all right, we'll move on to recreation. Commissioner Leduc.
Yes, and I will hand it over to Superintendent Armour.
Thank you. We had our annual T-shirt and apparel bid that went out, and we opened bids on Monday. We received 2 this year, so we're reviewing and checking references, and we'll be back with recommendation at the next board meeting.
Is it Niles? Is it the Niles company? They're always in second place.
No, it's not. They did not bid this year.
They keep up. All right.
All right, well, I think now I hand it over to Commissioner Matza for policy.
We have one thing tonight. Move to approve the 2025 calendar schedule of regular board meetings as presented. Thank you. Anyone want to talk about the schedule?
The only concern I have is Juneteenth.
Currently, Juneteenth is not a holiday that's observed by the Park District. Previously, a few years ago, the policy manual was changed, giving staff an additional personal day to take at their discretion. So we do not observe Juneteenth, so we're still open for business that day. So hence why the meeting was still scheduled for that date.
And even if you did observe it, you could still hold the meeting if you wanted. It's a regular scheduled date.
The additional thing to point out too was the meeting for September moved to the second week instead of the third week due to the timing of the NRPA conference next year will take place during the 18th. So for staff availability and for commissioners who are interested in potentially going, we decided to move it up to the second week on September 11th.
Any other comments, questions? No? Mary Beth, you want to do a roll call?
Commissioner Matza?
Yes.
Commissioner Tunnel?
Aye.
Commissioner Bendy?
Aye.
Commissioner Bowe?
Yes.
Commissioner Halting?
Aye.
Commissioner Leduc?
Aye.
Commissioner Grau?
Aye.
Thank you very much, and that concludes policy.
Is there any new business? Okay. I move to adjourn the meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Did we beat?